This is called Chelsea Rising Orange Boogie Homage to P. Mondrian. But the homage part is the little orange dots. They're construction notes in the windows. And I thought they made a rhythm across the composition. And it reminded me of Broadway Boogie Woogie. So I had to put the homage part in. When I work on these images, I take a little point-and-shoot camera. Now they have a little digital camera, so it's really nice. And I just shoot anything that I see that I react to as an interesting geometry in space. And I like this building. It's frontal, and this is at an angle, and this is at a different angle. It's an unusual perspective. And then when I got home, I started looking at the windows. This building is under construction, as is most of Chelsea. That's what makes it interesting to me, because it's evolving. And I noticed that the windows are all different sizes. Usually, architects design buildings so that the windows and the spaces between the windows have some kind of mathematical relationship. And it was unusual to see a total lack of that. And so I thought it was an interesting thing to work with. Besides the orange, there was this blue elevator thing. So I like complementary harmonies. Mm-hmm. And I've been working on these little square compositions for quite a while. They started because I had an intern and I wanted to show her quickly and physically how I arrive at compositions, because my plays are a lot of work, so you have to really know what you're doing ahead of time. And I took some really bad photographs and scanned them into Photoshop. And then we played around with the cropping tool until we got arrangements. What we could see were shapes in these photographs. All the details were obscured, so we were looking simply at abstract shapes. And we arrived at some interesting compositions. But it was sort of like Pringles. You couldn't just stop at one. I've been doing a lot of these.
So you're not working so big anymore?
Well, I've done some half sheets, and I probably will do some big prints. My gallery in New York reminded me that New York apartments are small, and people want smaller pieces, so please do some smaller pieces.
Great. Any questions for Grace? Grace really pioneered in the technique of collagraph. She's been written up about it.
In collagraph, in case you don't know, it's a layering technique. We start with a substrate and build up. So once I establish these shapes, the first layer in the plate is shapes. And then the second layer is like details, like this strip right here, or this building with the windows cut out or something like that. And then I also adhere silk organza. I can paint on the organza with acrylics, and that's how I develop values. So besides the organza, there's about 10 layers of acrylic.